Welcome to gardening with Lala in her kitchen. Now we're gonna pot our rosemary, but this I'm gonna do in here because these have a little hole in them because they're supposed to go into this. I don't think I showed you guys the inside of these. These have like a little thing in there, so the reservoir, it's like a water reservoir, you know? So that's what this serves as too. And I'm supposed to have 3. I don't know where my other little pot went. I'm so annoyed. Throw our soil in. This is my basil. I only got 1 basil because I don't really use basil that often, so I feel like getting too much basil for me is a waste. Last year I had basil that was, I only had 1 basil plant and that sucker just would not stop growing. It was so overgrown and it just kept growing and growing and I had no purpose for it, you know. I use basil every once in a while for a couple of dishes, but basil is not something that you can put on everything like parsley, you know. So I definitely said, you know what, I'm just gonna go with 1 basil plant because I already know how she grows. She grows crazy. 1 little basil plant for me is perfectly fine. Look at how pretty she is. I also got some oregano. I'm a little worried about the oregano because I've heard oregano kind of grows wild too, but I only got 1 oregano plant. You know what I think I'm gonna do? We're gonna scratch this, okay? We're gonna put basil in here and with the rosemary because I have 1 extra pot like this and I just feel like, I don't know, it needs something. I don't know if you can do all 3 in 1. Can you do all 3 in 1? Probably shouldn't be asking you because you can't answer me right now. Let's switch her up. I'm so sorry, basil. I don't mean to stress you out, okay? Okay. And then we're gonna put our rosemary in there too with her. I think oregano is supposed to be potted on its own because it has, like, you know, that spreading effect. How cute are those two together? Put my little sticks inside. All right, so now we're gonna put oregano separate because from what I know or from what I've heard, oregano tends to grow crazy. So we're gonna keep her by herself. She was another one that they didn't have a whole lot left. I had to search for her, okay? So I'm gonna make sure that she is treated very well because she's already drying up. They had other kinds of oregano. They had like Greek oregano, something else. I forgot what else. I forgot the other oregano they had. I wanted to stick to the one that I know, which was the Italian oregano. And thank God I was able to find, they had like just a few left. And they were all kind of on their last life. They needed a little love and care. Kind of like the parsley. I had to search for parsley too, and those, my poor parsleys, oh my gosh. I gotta treat those babies well. How cute is she?